Good morning. Welcome. On behalf of everyone at the American Folk Art Museum in New York City, we want to thank you for joining us today for Virtual Insights, a reading from Foodie Faces. As many of you know, our museum is dedicated to expanding the appreciation and understanding of self-taught art across time and place. Today's reading is one of many virtual program offerings this month and throughout the summer designed to give inspiration and new opportunities to connect with the museum and our collections online. As we tune in from our homes today, we want to take a moment to thank all of the healthcare and essential workers for all that they are doing during this difficult time. Today's program will begin with an introduction and reading by Claire Wurtzel, followed by remarks from Bill Wurtzel about his artistic practice, and then simple instructions for how to make art from food at home. We are thrilled to be joined by artists and authors Bill and Claire Wurtzel. Bill is an artist who creates food art that expresses emotions. He's also a musician and an award-winning advertising creative director. A renowned jazz guitarist, he has hosted Jazz Wednesdays at the American Folk Art Museum for 11 years. Perhaps some of you have joined us there before. And Bill is a board member of the Jazz Foundation of America. Together, Bill and Claire have authored many books, including Funny Food Made Easy, and now Foodie Faces. Claire is an educator who helps teachers work effectively with students who struggle with learning and/or behavioral challenges. She's the co-educational director of Hidden Sparks and also facilitates workshops for administrators, parents, psychologists, librarians, and museum educators. Previously, she was on the faculty of the American Museum of Natural History and chaired the Department of Special Education at Bank Street Graduate School. Their reading today is from their new book, Foodie Faces, which features 22 different faces and emotions made from healthy, fresh foods, from strawberries, blueberries, bananas, carrots, and more. Even just listing those makes me hungry. This book is about learning words and ways to express emotions clearly and creatively. The pictures from Bill and Claire's book, like the many portraits in our collection, have lessons for us all and may provide inspiration for our own creative projects at home. Let's listen and learn more together.
Hi, I'm Claire Wurtzel, and today I'm going to read from our new book, Foodie Faces.
And when Claire is done reading, I'm going to show you how I make Foodie Faces.
We didn't know when this book came out that we would be in the middle of a pandemic where we are all very stressed, living in uncertain times, not knowing the future. We're angry, we're scared, and kids are too. They're missing things that they had in their life, their grandparents, their school, and they're feeling our stress as well. They may not be able to tell you how they feel. They may not have the words to describe how they're feeling, but they are showing their distress. They may be restless, angry, overactive, or withdrawn. It's good to talk about feelings, but sometimes it's hard if you don't have the words to describe how you're feeling. Maybe looking at Foodie Faces together with your child and discussing some of the ideas as well as looking at the emotions from the pictures, it might help you have a more robust conversation with your child. Having the vocabulary will help them understand and cope with their emotions. As Mr. Rogers said, there's always something you can do with the mad that you feel. I will pause a couple of times during the reading to give you a chance to talk with each other, and then we move on to read a couple of other pages. I hope in the end you might want to actually do things with your child, such as making Foodie Faces. Bill is going to do a demonstration later, and doing things helps us with our emotions. So now we're going to look at the Foodie Faces book. Okay? So there are lots of ways to feel. Sometimes I feel sad. How can you tell that she's sad? Yeah. You see the little tears? Yeah, she's sad. Other times, I feel happy. Look at that smiley, happy face, Mr. Banana Smile. My face turns red when I'm angry. How do you show that you're angry? Why don't you talk together, and I'll wait a few minutes so you can talk about being angry, how it feels or what you do when you're angry. Sometimes I growl when I'm grumpy. What helps you feel better if you feel grumpy? I like to be surprised. Do you like to be surprised? Can you make a surprised face to show? I don't like to be scared. Do you ever get angry when you're scared? Yeah. I'm going to stop this for a minute so you can talk about that, being scared, and how you show that you're scared. Sometimes I feel excited. What makes you get excited? Sometimes I feel calm. What things make you feel calm and relaxed? Music, dancing, playing. What makes you feel calm? Wow, all these feelings are making me hungry. All this feelings with food. So what is he doing? He's eating his eye. It's cucumber. Isn't that silly? There are lots of other feelings in this book that you could read and enjoy.
Now I'll show you how I made the Foodie Faces that Claire showed you when she read to you. When I make Foodie Faces, I only use healthy ingredients in whatever I make. Let's take a look at some of these, and I'll show you how I did it. This is made out of turkey, and I used egg for her eyes, and tomatoes, and sunflower seeds for tears, so she looks sad. He looks very happy. He's made out of yogurt and fruit and almonds. Why do you think he looks happy? Do you think it's the banana smile? What else? Oh, this fellow is very worried. I wonder what he's looking at with those blueberry eyes and that frown. I used a spoon and I just moved the yogurt over like that. Oh, here's a very surprised fellow. He's made out of oatmeal. Why do you think he looks surprised? Do you think it could be the blueberry eyebrows that are up like that? Or the mouth that's made out of a raspberry? And why does he look scared? This linguine fellow. I made him out of linguine and I took a fork and I just moved it around. And we were having dinner when I made this. So after I made it, we ate it. No wonder he looks scared. He's very excited. It's a lox and bagel. And his mouth is made with onions. His eyes are olives. And his teeth and nose are made out of cheese. Now, why do you think that this fellow, or lady, I don't know, whatever it is, looks calm? Do you think it's the kiwi eyes or the tangerine mouth? I'm not sure, but it sure tasted good. Now, here's a very healthy fellow. I call him Peter because he's made out of pita bread. And fruits and vegetables. Look what he's doing. He's so hungry that he's eating his eye. Now, you could say it's silly, but you know what? When you make Foodie Faces, you can make whatever you want. And that's really the fun of it. So I hope you have some fun with it too.
Now I'll show you how I make Foodie Faces, step by step, just like in the book.
Let's make a foodie face with some yogurt and canned peaches, a couple of bananas, oh, I have a raspberry left in the house, so let's make a nose. And we can use some peaches for eyebrows. And another one over here. And I have a couple of blueberries left. Not too many available now. So put it over here. There's a foodie face, but it doesn't have a mouth. What should we do? Let's make him happy. That's a happy foodie face. I want to be happy too. So, I'm going to eat the foodie face. Yum, yum.
Here's how to make a Foodie Face just like this.